8:03 on your Tuesday morning. Welcome back to the Kicks 96.5 Morning Show. We love featuring artists you should know about. And today we're heading to Mississippi to chat with award-winning singer-songwriter Tommy Rice. Tommy's never written a song before. His wife passes away from brain cancer. He goes to a grief recovery class where they told him to write a short story. A classmate said that he should make it into a song. And he hasn't stopped writing songs. He's written almost 300 songs, recorded over 80 of them. He's won some awards. Man, it's just an incredible story. We're excited to have Tommy on the show with us. First, Tommy, thanks so much for coming on.
Oh, I thank you, Jeff, for being on your show today. I appreciate it very much. And a special thank you to the listeners for supporting my music. It means a lot to me.
Yeah, man, incredible. Tell us the story, Tommy, because you take this. I can only imagine how awful it is losing your wife, and then she battles brain cancer for years. Tell us the story about it, because this is like a gift from God, turning a negative into a positive.
That's exactly right. Basically speaking, she was my best friend, and gosh, we became married, and you could trust her. She loved me deeply, and whatever trouble we had, we did it together, and everything we did together. But she got one morning and you could not talk properly, and I was real concerned. We rushed to the hospital, and it was glioblastoma. So we was in for a 3-year fight. I watched her little piece of her die every day. So when she passed at the hospice center, we had a grief class there I went to, and she said, "You want you guys to write a story because it helps you deal with it." And I did. The rest of the class, and everybody was just crying. And I just tell them my life, what happened. And so that started, and they told me to make a song. Never done it before, so I went to my kitchen table about next morning, and this song, this more than yesterday, just came to my head. And I found the studio in Nashville, recorded it, came back, and I was humbly shocked. And then, so surprisingly, these songs started coming to my sleep. I'm driving a car, or just doing anything. And you get a piece of paper, you carry a piece of paper with you now, and you write them down. And you come back home and tweak them. And it's just been we took up adversity. We try to make people feel the strong love we had together and how we got it. It's what we're trying to accomplish. And I know Deborah would be so happy, because she was something. She was so much alive. You would have loved her to death. People person.
Yeah, just an incredible story. And yeah, your first song, Mr. More Today Than Yesterday, well, then you turned that around and wrote a book about it.
We got what it did. The attorney told me, said, "Can you write a book?" I said, "I've never done it before, but I'm willing to give it a try." But what's strange, it seemed like this writing just happened after Deborah died. I was able to write a book, and it came to mind. I'd write so much a day, and the next morning I'd get some rest and come back and start it. And it just, it finished it. So I got that done, and it's out there also. So, but it's just amazing. Like, for the last I've been doing it 3 years. I've averaged 38 recorded songs a year through the studios in Nashville for 3 years straight. And I hope to say that, but it just seemed like something divine intervention is taking place here, something. I don't know what it is, but I'm glad it's doing it,
Yeah.
I'm thankful for it.
It's incredible, because you were a real estate agent. You owned a car dealership. So music, writing, nothing was in your life at all.
Nothing in my life at all. I own my own real estate company. I started when I was 25, and the cars, we both love cars, so we said, why don't we do that? So we did that. We've had a blessed life, because if you do your hobby, you never work a day. It was so much fun. And then the music came back in a sad situation. I mean, it was terrible watching her die every day. It's horrific. But then the songs helped me heal, because I was in terrible grief. And the songs brought me back alive. And I just love it, because, we on YouTube, we had 7 million views in 2 months. And that is, when I saw that, I was just shocked. And it's just, so what I'm doing is taking it one day at a time, giving it 100%, and just see what happens. That's what I'm trying to accomplish. We got a great promotion company, Loggins Promotion Company. That's Kenny Loggins' cousin. He has been 37 years. I have a media company, Manziel Media, that helped me do that. So we got it all together, and we're just trying to make it happen for us in the music. And we just appreciate everybody's support. It means so much to us.
Well, yeah, because, writing songs is one thing, but to take it to the next step, to the next level, what you've done, Tommy, you mentioned it, Loggins Promotion. How do you keep going after you write the songs? How do you find all these people to go to the next step?
Well, here's what happened. So I sit down, and I'm very religious, I was taught to pray. So I said, who do I get? And I got on the computer, and I went through them, and it hit me, because I liked Kenny Loggins' music. So I said, I'm going to give this man a try. He won't take me, because he's the biggest in America. So I didn't know what songs were even good enough. So I sent him 5 songs. And Paul called me back and said, Tommy, how long have you been writing these songs? I said, Paul, about 3 months now. And he said, all these songs, it was one rated for the best rating you get in Nash was a 4. And I had 3 songs do a 4 and 2 do a 3. And he wanted to start promoting them for me. That's how I got started. And it has not, we have floated. Now we got the Independent Music Network, WC, working with us. And radio stations all over the world are contacting me. And we go through Museboat Live, which is Xena Radio also. So we're out all over the world now. And it's even in St. Petersburg, Russia's playing the love songs. And I thought that was amazing. I was really humbling.
Wow.
So we do that in the media company. Every day is something going on. I try to think of ways. I started doing a little interview before I play my song now, my new songs, telling about the story behind the song. And that seemed to work real well. So we tried that. It's just, all this is new, but what I do is just try to come up with creative ideas like I've done in business for 44 years doing that. So it's exciting, very exciting. And what's really exciting is when viewers send you messages and it touches their heart. And that's what it's all about. Is money is just a temporary thing, but stuff like this is something people can get something good out of this. That's what I'm trying to accomplish. And they don't feel the love, how strong it was.
Well, yeah, and a lot of your songs are about your story and about your life. And, yeah, you got to be getting some touching letters from a lot of people. Well, and congratulations. You just became a member of the CMA Country Music Association. That was
they sent me the application. I didn't think they'd even approve it, Steve. But I've spent a lot of money on this. If that has anything to do with it, which I want to do, if I want to do something, I want to do it right.
Yeah.
And they were so nice to me and sat back with me and I made friends with me. And then with the ISS, International Songwriters Association, they sent me an application the same week. That came in the same week. And I said, okay, well, I will give it up. We'll try it out. What do you have to lose? You just need to try it. So I did that. We can remember them. And so we just excited about going to our first CMA Awards show, and just getting to meet people. Now you can meet them and stuff like that. But our biggest objective now is getting the right publishers to come in to help us sell these songs to the singers.
Yeah.
That's our next step.
Well, yeah, because you've been finding them. Yeah, you got tons of songs to get out there.
Well, we've got 119 on Tommy Rice Music YouTube. You listen to them anytime, and the story also. So we're doing an EPK kit now. Paul is for me, and he's doing we got a new website up now going. So it's just something, Jeff. It's just hard to believe. It's kind of like in a dream, but you don't want it to end. And writing a song is so relaxed. You sit there and just get into it so deep. It's kind of like an out of body experience. You get so involved in that song, and that is so relaxing. Time flies by so fast, when you do that.
Wow. Go and check him out. TommyRiceMusic.com. He's on Facebook, Instagram. Go to YouTube, like he says. Go check out his channel, Tommy Rice. And, just all kinds of stuff on there. His latest single, Happiest Days of My Life, is out now, and you're going to hear that here in a second. So when the song comes to you, is it the song? Is it the thought? Is it a memory? What is it, Tommy?
No, what it is the words. What happens is I will be like, at a movie house like that, or at lunch. I wrote a song at Ichiban. I love your Asian food, and I wrote a song on a napkin at Ichiban. And I came back to my office and finished writing it down. But what happens, Jeff? I start writing. I got to do 235 or 40 words, and I put them in sections of 4. And what I do is, like everything rhymes, and I start writing as all my songs are stories. With most songs are story songs, and it just falls in place. And I go back and I get through. It takes about 45 minutes to an hour to put it all together before it starts. Then you go back and tweak it and I start singing it also, and I sing them. And then I put the chorus. This is very important. Chorus is so important in music. You got to make sure that chorus is going to grab attention and that people get something out of it. So the chorus is one thing I really emphasize on. And then we put it to song, and I call the studio and send it to them, and it's ready for them to start. I'll pick out my musicians and singers. And that's what I love doing. And we've got a great studio that does that. So it's, it's enjoyable. But the songs are so, it's sometime in the middle of the night. And I wrote, Please Come Home to Me. And that's one of the songs I remember that come to me. And I got up and wrote that night. And next morning you get there. But it's kind of like I'm giving a second lease on life. Now I'm 71 now. And I'm not thinking of death. I'm thinking of living. But, numbers are getting kind of high now. So what I'm doing is I'm thankful God put that in my life at this time of my life, because it sure has been exciting. But the most important thing it did to me, it pulled me out of grief. Because when you love somebody that deeply and they become part of you, it's hard to explain how deeply that hurts unless you live it.
Yeah, man, Deborah's just flowing out of you all the time. That's just amazing.
She was the type of person that she walks into a room and takes it over with kindness and love. She just loved everybody. Everybody, we get around you just love being around. She was so happy and so thoughtful, and she could sing. Her uncle was in the music business, Tony Joe White, Mighty Nights in Georgia, Polk Salad Andy, and the whole family is talented in music. And she knows what's going on, but if she was here now, she would be writing all this stuff with me. So it would be very exciting,
Yeah.
But we trying hard, and I miss her every day. But now I've learned to live off the good memories. And I've learned also I want to write my songs where people can see how happy and how blessed you can be if you live that kind of life. Have somebody that loves you that much and you love them. When she was in hospice and she was getting to the point toward the end of her life, I prayed to God. I said, God, please take my life and leave her behind healthy. That's the ultimate sacrifice for love. Is that if you love somebody more than yourself, that's the love that you strive for. It's so hard to find, But I had it and I lived it, and now I'm sharing it with other people too. That's how we got it.
Yeah. Well, and one person you touched, and then they got a hold of you about this Addison Giles. If you go to Tommy's website, her dad commits suicide. She writes a poem. They get it to you. You write a song about it. This is another cool story, Tommy. Tell us about this.
Well, see, what I've learned if somebody can send me a poem or send me just a short message of their family, I can write a song about it. I don't know how this happened. What happened when Addie's father committed suicide, she was torn apart. She was only 10 years old. Yeah. And I said, baby, send me what you think of your daddy. And she sent about 7 lines. And so I took it and I wrote it really hard where people that's thinking about suicide would think twice about it. So I wrote it really hard where it would grab your heart so fast. And now the Suicide Society is going to start using the song. And I want them to. But that was the objective is let people open their eyes to suicide. And that was, but it's another song on there. Let's see. Happy Birthday Husband. It was just coming from a poem also from somebody else. They sent it to me. And it just came to fruition. It came to head, and now people use it at weddings. And I got a message from Ireland. He was doing his wedding, and he was doing 2 of my songs at the wedding. And that just gives you how much you can imagine. It's just a great feeling to see somebody use those songs for all those reasons.
Oh yeah, then they remember you forever. So even cooler. Go check him out. TommyRiceMusic.com is his website. He's on Facebook, Instagram. Go to YouTube, and you can who's doing all these videos for you, Tommy? Because, like you said, you got like 119 videos on there. I
am the most gifted person. Doris Bynum, she's the CEO of Manziel Media. She is so gifted, and so we become best of friends. She can do it. Even something she's never done before, she can make it happen. She's positive. So we get together, and I kind of give her the idea, and there we go. And that's the happiest days of my life album cover. I just fell in love with that. And, we try to let people where they'll see it, they can feel the love in that song, what we're trying to accomplish there. But I'm blessed to have her and the media company I have, and also Paul Lockins. And he is aggressive, and he is a perfectionist, and he works so hard at what he does. And he gives us all our best, so I'm thankful for him. But
wow.
But it's just like when you got something you're doing you've never done before, and you start seeing it, happening. It's a great feeling. It's a very good feeling. So I'm blessed to have it.
Yeah, what do you got to think? Because you never would have imagined you'd have been here in life. Then you're thrown into this indie music world. What are you thinking? What's going through your mind, Tommy?
Well, first of all, it's a humble mind and a thankful mind. To even get the idea you could do something like this amazes me.
Yeah.
And every song is like my first song. Every song I do, I try to make double sure as best I possibly can that it's going to sound right when the music hits it. Get the right singer to sing, where she get to touch your heart on that, and just watch it happen. And you just step back and just be thankful that you're doing this. And you, like, I've got 2 more songs. I got 10 more songs in the studio now being done that we did. And I had the National Songwriters Association said, Tommy, how many songs could you write? I said, once you write, it's 1 song a day for 7 days. And I did that. And it just came to me. So so what I do is I count my blessings and be thankful that I'm able to do this, and it is so much. It just feels good that you kind of help others. You know, if you help others, you help yourself more, and that's what helped me heal. Their responses helped me heal. The idea that they love the music I was just totally. I said, this people like this. I'm going to continue to write this. I want to help others through my songs, and that's what we do.
Yeah.
It gives you the feeling of that you're doing something right. You know. Well, the one thing the world needs now is love. There's no question about that.
Well, exactly. And the holidays are coming. Somebody asked you a couple of years ago to write a Christmas song, and that's what you did.
Oh, this is amazing how this happened. I had no idea for Christmas songs. I said, well, you know, my mom was, you know, a very nice lady, and she loved Jesus and everything. I said, well, what's Christmas about? Christmas is all about you, Jesus. I sat down at that song, and those words came so quickly. And I got through writing. I said, "Did I just write that?" And I hope to say that. And in the music we picked out the music hit it. So it was number 2 on the IMM network the first time I went through Christmas.
Wow!
And this year they always run the Christmas songs every year. So I hope that people see there's more to life than materialism. I mean, we don't own anything. Everything you have is temporary. One day you're gonna leave it behind. Somebody else is gonna be enjoying it. You know. But the things you leave behind is stuff like that. It's something you leave with somebody's heart when they share it with others. It's my goal.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is take it one day at a time, and whatever comes to my head, I'm going to write it and send it to the studio and just see what happens. You know, I'm thankful I can do it.
Yeah. Where's the room that you're doing your little online videos? Is that up in your attic, or is that your office? What's this room that you're sitting in?
I am so blessed. I'm up in my office. It's just I've always worked so many long hours, but now my company, I wasn't even trying to sell one of my companies, and somebody came along and bought it, and I couldn't believe it. So now I'm able to do this full time. It's just a blessing. And so I got my office upstairs, and it's got the view of the lake back there, and it's so peaceful. And I can sit there in the office, and I get there around 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning. I look up, I miss lunch, and I don't normally miss lunch, because I'm a foodie. And it would be 3 and 4 o'clock, and I haven't had lunch. And I said, that's how deep you get involved in music. When you sit and write one, you just got to, if you do that, it's amazing the end result. It's amazing of it.
Wow.
But,
yeah, just get. He's in a different world. The music has taken over Tommy Rice. It's just an amazing story.
Well, I appreciate you, Jeff.
What's the dog? How's the dog? Is it Bella? What's your dog's name right now?
Bella has a big problem. She's diagnosed as being that she's just too loving. Everywhere she goes, she brings joy. When she goes to have her hair done, she walks right through us. My name is Bella. I'm here to get my best. She jumps in there and she's ready to go. I put her on some shots on my account on media and everything. We get as much response as that sometimes with music because people love the dog just love it. She's so funny, so comical, but she's also so rude and rightly so. But she brings, it's just me and her in this house, and we just make the best of it, and we enjoy life. And she gets in the truck. I'm gonna tell you something funny on her. She figured out when she's a puppy, when the window's down, she loves to look out the window. And everybody start at the red light, they start looking the windows down to look at her. She said, well, wow, I like that. I can imagine where she's thinking that. So now she sticks out there and says, look, y'all got just a few minutes to see how beautiful I am. Look at me while you can, because I'll be gone in just a few minutes. As if to say that, you know.
Oh, that's great.
But she brings me joy, and I wrote a song about her, too.
Yeah.
And, but I just, I don't know, music's my escape to get through all the hard times. It's my escape to share with people how I live, and the way I live. But I knew it was something so special about her. The first time I met her, the first time I laid out on her, we just glued on each other, and just our eyes met. And it just started from there, and we just best friends for a year, and then we got married. And she was my cheerleader. I go out the door, she'd give me a cheerleader. Here, give me a tea, give me an O. Go out there, and, and I'd buy the house and cars and sell them, and it was fun. I enjoyed it. And she was so much part of my life, and I'm thankful God put that in my life. She's still with me, but in a different sense now.
Oh, yeah, for sure. She's definitely still with you. Go and check him out. Go and follow him, TommyRiceMusic.com. A lot more to come. The music is just flowing out of him. His latest single, Happiest Days of My Life. Ed Silver does this one. Where are we finding all these singers? Are they finding you?
Well, what we're doing, the studios I work with, they're outstanding. What they do, they send me one of their songs, and I look at it, and I try to find the voice to match those lyrics. See, I want to match those lyrics with, like, the Can I Ever Love Again? The lady that sung that, she hit those lyrics, and it came out like I wanted it to. And so that, I get up there, we pick out the singer, and I got one country singer now I love, Till the End of Time. And he hit that song in reference to the country voice and everything, so I got that. So we got some new songs coming out with him on it. That's what's exciting. When you get that MP3, which I don't know what an MP3 was till it started going on, when you get the MP3 and you can't wait to click it and hear what it sounds like, it's so exciting to do that. So I'm so blessed to be able to do that. But that's where I get them from. And I listen to the voice, and we all get along so well. It's just like it's kind of like I got a big family now.
Yeah.
We didn't have any children. We lost our children through miscarriages, and but this is kind of like my music family. That's what it is.
Yeah. Become part of his family. Go and follow him. Tommy Rice. Tommy, thanks so much for coming on.
I appreciate you so much, Jeff. Thank you, sir.
Here's Happiest Days of My Life. It's Tommy Rice. It's Kicks 96.5.